Alright, and here we are with Nephilim Squadron Volume 1. A mind-bending hard science fiction... No, hard science fantasy. How can it be hard science if it's science fan... That doesn't make any sense, but okay, whatever. Graphic novel. 12 days left. Currently has 22 backers and has raised $1,586, 317% of its $500 fixed goal. Playing the algorithm game, but I don't know. Having only raised, a little over $1,500 or whatever, it doesn't seem like a whole lot. Seems like should probably need more. I don't know. It's like it's been. I mean, this has been discussed by some people about how it's like you play the algorithm goal that way by doing $500 goal, so that the algorithm boosts you when you get more than that quickly. But if it's still going to cost you like a couple of thousand or whatever to do the campaign, then it's like then that may not have been a wise choice to ask for less than you actually needed. Anyway. I looked and I didn't see. I did not see anything in my folders to indicate that I'd done a video on this before, but it seems very familiar. Let me know if any of you remember this one. When did this happen? Because I could just about swear that this campaign came and went or something before either that or this is a very similar campaign, maybe. Something with a similar name, maybe? I don't know. But it feels like I've seen this before, and I saw it a long time ago. I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Who knows? Nephilim Squadron Volume 1 is an 80-page action-packed science fantasy epic. This will be a perfect-bound, offset-printed, high-quality graphic novel that includes chapters 1 through 3 in color. Nephilim Squadron Volume 1. Oh, wait a minute. Volume 1. Okay, so does that mean that maybe they did campaigns for the individual chapters or something, and I saw that? And that's what's fucking going on here? I don't know. Does seem very familiar either way. Anyway, Nephilim Squadron is Robotech meets the satire of Howard Chaykin's American Flag and bumps into the exotic sci-fi of Heavy Metal magazine along the way. Okay. It's inspired by 80s epic anime, space opera, and manga like Macross, Yamato, Area 88, sprinkled with a dash of Neon Genesis Evangelion. I think that's how you pronounce that. My God, have I done a video for this? I didn't see one, but it sure seems familiar. God. I don't know. If you love any of these things, or maybe it's just that the campaign is very similar to some other campaign that the same person or persons has done before. I don't know. I've heard of any of them, then you must back Nephilim Squadron Volume 1. Standard cover artwork from me, Hex Allen. Final covers. The Macross Do You Remember Love, the motion picture homage variant cover. Final colors pending. That's that one, I guess. The special homage cover to this Macross, the movie adaptation book. I can't remember if I ever watched that as a kid or not. Glorious. Dan Plagle? I don't know. Variant. Friend. Huh? Alright. The story. In the 28th century, a human civilization on a distant planet fights for survival against the rapidly evolving native species. In this intense struggle, a clone pilot suddenly desires a soul. What? What, they don't... How do they not have one already? Only to discover that fate sees otherwise. Doesn't make any sense. Just because you're a clone, how do you not have a soul? God's the one who decides whether you have a soul or not. Our core protagonists, Taru, Mecha, Jason, and Frank, are fighter pilots of the Nephilim Squadron for the organization known as Soul Interstellar Forces, SIF. While under the obligation to protect colonies from various threats, SIF becomes involved in a quagmire of a war on the planet Tamaran 12. The Tamaran dictator, Seton Kokar, I don't know, aims to defeat the native beings known as El Savali on his own brutal terms. The result is a clash of ideologies between a totalitarian government that wants its sovereignty and Soul Interstellar Forces' compulsion to exert its own ethics on former colonies. Okay. This sounds like, I don't know. My experience of watching, anime things when I was a kid, there were some, not a whole lot, like some people watch, I guess, but there were certainly some. And this description of the story sounds like the titles and oftentimes the description of, anime stories or whatever. It's like, if you actually watch the thing, then most of them, as far as like the story as it seems to be told in the actual video or whatever, doesn't seem super complicated. A lot of times it seems straightforward enough, and it's like, okay, it's like, this is enjoyable. But there will be times when there's like a really, really dialogue heavy part that, presumably it's directly translated from Japanese or whatever, and it's just it's too complicated. Like, there's just massive amounts of exposition in one short little scene. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, this is really badly written. And same thing goes for like the presumably directly translated titles. They often seem absurdly long and overly explanatory, instead of just picking a title that that sounds cool or whatever and is kind of describes whatever the story is about. They instead, it's like, is that the title? And it's like, the fuck? Why is that title so long? Just I assume it's a translation difficulty. I think, I don't know. Or it does seem like that. I mean, it's like, I don't actually speak any languages other than English. I know some Spanish, not very much, but it does seem an awful lot of the time like non-English languages often have to use an awful lot of words to describe something that in English could be said in just a handful of words. It seems, I mean, I don't know for sure that that's how it is, but it sure seems like a lot of times it's like, ooh, there's, which is weird, because also, that, a lot of times in other languages, there's only like one word for one idea. And in English, there's many, many words for the same idea, although it's usually subtle variations of the idea. So, I don't know. You can argue about whether English is a good language or a bad language, based on your point of view. My point of view, it's a very nice language because, like I said, it's got subtlety to it. Well, it's got subtlety to it when you take the time to learn and use all that it has to offer. But since there's so many fucking words to remember, like, a lot of people don't bother with that, so it often comes off as not subtle at all. I don't know. Anyway, we follow our hero. Yes, but I digress. We follow our heroes through their triumphs and tribulations and downfalls and ascension, as they battle the El Savali while playing vital roles in stopping the madness of Ceton Kokar's socio-bio experiments. Oof. If you like Star Wars and Top Gun, get in here and back this book. Matt Burke, creator of Bush Cleaver 2 on Indiegogo. Here's one of the spectacular double-page spreads of Nephilim Squadron. Are those weird-looking things the Savali or whatever? Outstandingly high praise from industry bro-officials Art Tiber and Todd Mulrooney. Anything with Squadron, I'm all about that. Art Tiber, creator of Black and White, Chrono Mechanics, X-Men artist. I really don't know him personally, but the layouts, the compositions are great. Todd Mulrooney, artist of Paradise and Florida Man. And there, I guess, is interior art. Pretty. That's fucking weird. Are those member berries or something? These series and their creators are the ones that had greatest impact in the creation of Nephilim Squadron. Nevertheless, it's also the brainchild variety of influences, some of which are not comics related, as you can see below. Inspirations and influences include American flag, Macross, the Incal, okay, Area 88, Mobius. Right. What does that say? Crying Freeman? I don't know. No idea. The Book of Thoth. Fingerprints of the Gods. Hyperspace. 12th Planet. Mythology. Weird. And we'll go over those when we get there. There's X Allen. And stretch goals. 5K Secret Prints, 7.5K Squadron Patches, 10K Metal Bookmark, 15K Backup Story Mini Comic, The Ballad of Panth Barani, 25K 3D printed Gridline Aerial Vehicle Tachyon Fighter Class. Okay. I don't know. It seems like there's so much stuff being put into this, so much thought and whatnot, that it feels more appropriate for it to be a written book. You know. Oh, yeah, I did a video on that, right? So, the Goblin Girl. Okay, let's get to the tiers. It looks like there's a lot of them. Okay, featured tier, transdimensional, $110. This is the big one. It's certainly expensive. Includes the Dan Plagal, whatever, variant cover, the Macross homage variant, the Hex Allen cover, the holodeck, okay. a bookmark, 1.25-inch collector's pin, print, sticker, and commissioned sketch card, and all unlocked stretch goals. Variant cover is in this tier Heavenly Bodies only, or as an overpriced add-on. Overpriced, oh yeah. Only available as an overpriced add-on, so you gotta pay too much for it. I would avoid saying overpriced in your campaign, frankly. I mean, enough people are going to think that of it as it is. You know, no matter what price it probably is, there's going to be somebody who thinks it's overpriced. So it wouldn't be, drawing attention to to it by saying specifically that it's overpriced anywhere. Just wouldn't. Yeah. Estimated shipping July of okay, so this is another campaign that's like it's waiting for a baby to be born. Another campaign that's setting itself for, it's like, oh yeah, 9 months. 9 months you'll get it, okay. 3 claimed, ships worldwide. Holodeck, the digital PDF, $15. It's better than 25, but, and it is 80 pages, so still think 10 would be a better price, but anyway, digital PDF download, Nephilim Squadron, Volume 1 in full blast color, 80 pages, no shipping cost. Well, I should hope you won't charge shipping since it's going to be emailed or whatever. 3 claimed. Nephilim Squadron beanie, $20. 0 claimed. First Contact, $23. A sketch card commission of a character that appears in Nephilim Squadron Volume 1. 2.5-inch by 3.5-inch and protective card holder. 0 claimed. Women's Special Edition Tee, $26. 0 claimed. Solar System, $30. Includes Macross Homage variant. The holodeck. Huh? What? Okay. So when they say the holodeck, that's what they mean. They mean the PDF. Just say the PDF. Don't give it a don't give it a weird name and expect people to know what you're talking about. Just fucking call it the PDF. I mean, we can tell because it's it's because it's there in the picture, but still, friend, just a little bit of free advice there. Do not call tiers weird. I mean, calling. That's descriptive. Women's Special Edition T-shirt. But First Contact, Solar System, Down to Earth. It's like these are cute names, but like not overly descriptive. Better to name it the Macross variant tier. Anyway, just saying. Bookmark, pin, sticker, all stretch goals, 1 claimed. Standard cover, Down to Earth, $30. So you get the PDF and the bookmark and the pin and the sticker and all stretch goals, 7 claimed. Heavenly Bodies 1, $35. It's the Virgin Standard. Just call it that. Just call it that. 0 claimed. Macross Virgin, 0 claimed. That one. The Dan Plegel. I don't know. Virgin, 5 claimed. Captain's bomber jacket. Designation 00. What is that made out of, I wonder? I mean, a proper bomber jacket should be like leather. But surely it's not leather or even fake leather at only $45. Zero claimed. $55 tier. Across homage variant. PDF. Bookmark. Pin. Stickers. Stretch goals. Zero claimed. What? Oh, commission sketch card. Okay. I was trying to think. It's like, what the hell is it that's different about this that's making it that much more expensive? And that's the same thing except with a different cover. Commission sketch card. Okay. Both zero. Big Bang, $300. 11 by 17 art board page from Volume 1 with book. Choose the cover. PDF, bookmark, collector's pen, sticker, all stretch goals. 0 out of 10 claimed. So there's 10 pages. B in the book is sold out. Only 2 spots for $2.25 a piece. Both of them taken. Does it say in here? Yeah, it says it's what? Fleece, maybe, at best. At best, that looks like it's maybe fleece. So, I wouldn't call it a bomber jacket. Just saying. Alright. Yeah, boy. And we get to pick whether they're signed. We'll go ahead and choose yes. Alright, extra copy of standard cover for $30. 0 claimed. Extra copy of Dan's cover for $35. 1 claimed. Extra copy of the Macross cover. 1 claimed. Extra copy of the Virgin standard. $35. 0 claimed. 30 for that. Virgin Macross for $35. 0 claimed. Virgin Dan for $35. 0 claimed. Extra Beanie for $20. 0 claimed. Extra Nephilim Squadron card, $23. 0 claimed. Extra Special Edition women's t-shirt, $26. 0 claimed. And the bomber jacket for $45. 0 claimed. Okay. $18 shipping to the U.S. 22 international. 22 international is not bad. You know, how many books is this? 3. This is 3 books. So yeah, for international shipping, that's not too bad. It's not, you know, it's not as good as some. I mean, obviously we've seen, you know, as low as like 15 or so or whatever for international, but you know, 20, 25, 30, even 35 is not unusual. 18 to the U.S. for 3. If there's just 3 books, what all is in it? A collector's pen, print, sticker, commission. Yeah, see, this commission sketch card is one of the things making it more expensive. Unlock stretch goals. Don't remember for sure. Bookmark, pen, card, stick. Yeah, there's not enough stuff there for it to probably be a particularly huge package. So I mean, I don't remember what did they say? What were the stretch goals? Come on. Where the fuck are they? They're here someplace, right? Down here. There. Stretch goals. A print, patches, bookmark, metal, but still it's bookmark. Backstory, mini comic. Okay, unless this 3D printed thing is I mean, unless that's reach. First of all, it's like doesn't look like right now you're gonna reach any of them, but unless you reach that one, and that like because of what it is, it's gonna require a lot more bubble wrap or something to keep it from being broken and possibly shipped in a box or whatever instead of just some kind of flat mailer. The likelihood is that $10 should cover the shipping for all these pieces of paper. I mean, it's like, well, I mean, okay, wait a minute, what is it? It's 80 pages, 80. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, now the weight on that or whatever, it's like that's probably going to bump it up to, well, see what it is if it was three shorter books plus basically just a bunch of flat stuff that could be stuck in with them, that probably cost like $5 to ship it to you, maybe a little bit more. Now, since they're going to be thicker, probably looking at shipping costs is going to be more like 10, more like actually 10 probably. So charging 18 is like, I don't know. Sounds like a all too common CG move of charging more in shipping than you actually need to charge. Just saying. Domestic, obviously. International, it's like, that's international's a killer. So, just the beanie, 6 and 18. So, not too bad on that. Sketch card commission. $5 and 16. Okay. Women's T-shirt. I don't know. $10 and 18. All right. A cross variant. $6 and 18. All right. Now that's much more reasonable. $6 domestic. That's pretty decent. And well, hell, 18 for international. That's pretty good too. Although it is $30 instead of being 25. But then again, it's like that's the thing. It's like, I mean, this thing actually is like 80 pages or whatever. Granted. But then again, it's like CG. It's like it's standard for CG books to cost 25, and sometimes they have upwards of 70, 80 pages or something, and sometimes they only have like 20 something. So it's like you just never know what you're going to get, but they tend always to be like 25 and then usually plus 10 in shipping. 30. Let's go ahead and look at the 35, even though it really shouldn't cost any different on the shipping. 6 and 18. 35, 35, 35. Look at the quote-unquote bomber jacket. It's not a bomber jacket. $15 and 18. That either seems a little too cheap for international if it's going to be 15 domestic, or else if it's going to be 18 international, then 15 domestic seems like an awful lot. Just saying. Comic plus sketch card. $12 and 18. I don't know. You know, and it could be that the shipping is calculated off of, you know, what if we did hit all of our stretch goals in that 3D printed thing, and we have to ask for enough to be able to ship that shit to you safely. It's always a possibility, which is why it probably, like, which is why it's probably a good idea to not have stretch goals that are going to be requiring, like, bulking up the package significantly. Probably not a good idea to do that. You could have, like, an acrylic standee, like some people do. I think Tim Lim does that. Some other shit that I've backed on Kickstarter does that. They'll have a standee, and it's like it's flat, it's two-dimensional, whatever, and it's got a base that you stick it in, but you know, like when they ship it to you, those two pieces are separate, the base and the, you know, and the standee itself. So, you know, it essentially just ships flat, and they can put it in there with the book, and it doesn't make the package any bigger. So, you know, might not want to include a stretch goal that might necessitate bulkier packaging or whatever. Just a thought. Just a thought. $18 and $26. 18 and 26. 18 and 26 for the $80 tier. That's 2 covers. 18 and 26. Oh my god. Fucking bastard. Have to fucking select this fucking shit. Can it just default to one or the other, please? 18 and 26. 18 and 22. Why is 2 books more expensive for international shipping than 3? 3 books is 22 international. 2 books is 26. That's weird. Whatever. And finally, original art page. 0 of 10 claimed. $20 domestic and $25 international. So $1 cheaper international to get the original art page shipped to you than to get $2 shipped to you. Okay. But also, you know, $2 more domestically to get it than the two. Whatever. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta wonder if this just people don't pay attention when they set up the pricing structure on these. Sometimes it doesn't seem to quite make sense. It's like it's not necessarily well thought out, or they got involved in making it, and then it's like they made one decision one place, and then, you know, didn't remember that they made it when they got to another place, and it's like, that price, that's what worked. Okay. All right. So anyway, have no idea whether this has had an extension yet or not. If it hasn't, then perhaps it'll, you know, have a chance to raise some more money before the funding period ends, and don't know for sure whether it will go in demand or not. So currently, though, there's 12 days left in it. So get in there and grab anything that you're interested in. You know, it is 80 pages, so the you know, the digital at 15 is not nearly as bad as it might be if it was like some other campaigns where it's like, no, it's, you know, like a standard length or nearly standard length comic, and we're charging $25 for the PDF. Like, what? And even though it's a little confusing because they don't fucking call it the PDF, they call it the holodeck or whatever. The PDF actually is available in the other tiers, so you're getting the digital along with the print. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And despite the fact that this sounds more expensive than standard for CG projects at $30. Got to remember it's 80 pages, so not only is there that, but there's also the fact that I believe the shipping wasn't the shipping on this tier like $6 or something. So it's like, you know, it's, I mean, it winds up being 36 out the door, but that's compared to 35 for regular CG, you know, offering, and you're getting more pages. So, you know, it's actually pretty decent pricing on this one. All right, until the next one.